We return with more Leon Himbo Ada status. I've been honestly enjoying this game so far. It's been very interesting to look at from a game design standpoint and just to see how things evolved in Resident Evil. Even though this is the remake of 2, just to see kind of 2's DNA and how that affected things like 4, how that affected things with Resident Evil going forward. Just design decision stuff. It's been very interesting to see. Body Wi-Fi, I feel that. R2's great. But, you know, it's all good. It's been really good to just go through. Even better because Ada. There's no strong female characters in gaming. Fuck is Ada, bro?
Well, what exactly are you looking for?
More info on the people responsible for this mess. What about you?
Kendo? Kendo? Kendo?
I told Lieutenant Brenna I'd bring help.
Kendo.
Good luck getting that.
He's also right next to the police station. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense because Kendo Customs, right? Him and Ada. I like Ada. Ada's probably my favorite actual female character in the series. I think Chris is probably my favorite. I don't know. It's between Chris and Wesker.
Road's out. Going through that gun shop looks like the only way.
Yeah, you could say the road's out. That is a very fair analysis to make. You know, just to drop off into nothingness. Into practice, anyways. Sure, unload a few rounds downrange. Yeah, I feel that. That's the part about getting the platform is one thing, getting the ammo is another thing. But buying things like 500 Smith & Wesson are rough, even though I love it. Ah, yes, grenade. Long barrel. It's so fucking stupid. I love it. 6.5 6.5 by 5 by Swedish user. What is it? 4570 government, I hear, is actually going to be pretty expensive. It's not the most expensive, but it's still pretty expensive. Letter to the shopkeeper. Kendo, seems you've got your reasons for saying puts all trust. Oh, right. This is Jill from RE3, right? Because RE3 kind of happens in tandem with 2, right? Like it's about the same time. Trust you to get yourself. Still, if things get worse or your other arrangements don't work out, you know where you can find me. I'll do everything I can. Jill Valentine. Yeah, because she's around in the area. Quote-unquote area. Black powder rifle, want to try that thing out. Black powder spooks the fuck out of me. I don't actually want to try it.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
I said don't move.
I'm just passing through. I'm gonna ask you to lower that weapon.
Like hell you are. You're gonna turn around and go right back out the way you came in.
I think your daughter needs help, sir.
Don't tell me how to deal with my daughter.
Drop it.
No! Wait!
Step aside. We need to terminate her before she turns.
Terminate. It's my fucking daughter.
Ada.
Before and enduring. Yeah, like three interweaves with this plot point, or this plot line.
Sweetheart, I told you to stay put.
Daddy.
Daddy's here. Okay.
She's fighting it. She's fighting the T-virus.
Those fucking things outside. What they did to us. You're a cop. You're supposed to know something. How did this happen? Huh?
Want to use our inside voices there, buddy? Come on.
She was our sweet little angel.
Mommy.
I was sleeping, honey. Okay? And I'm gonna put you to bed too, okay?
Oh yeah, his entire, the whole subtext or his plot points are super dark. I know the tofu DLC exists.
Just go. Just give us some privacy.
My first day at the job, sir. Now you're right.
You know, it's one thing to keep the truth from me, but why him?
Don't worry, he's just doing long-range practice. Just long-range target practice.
I want to find out what's happening here and stop whoever's behind it. Helping people like them? That's why I joined the force.
My mission is to take down Umbrella's entire operation. We may not make it out.
Whatever it takes to save this city. Count me in.
Gonna drown me in drinks. It's a good thing I grabbed 2 Sprites downstairs. Personal favorite and the impact it had for me growing up. RE2 is good because Dad and I played it when I was young. Resident Evil 4 will always have a special spot in my heart because it was the first Resident Evil game, really first M game that I played, and it also has a lot of replayability value. The castle just gets a little tedious every playthrough for me. For me, it is definitely a progress gate, but honestly, I really enjoy 4.
Heard of the Umbrella Corporation? They're a pharmaceutical company secretly making bioweapons. They have a virus. It turns people into indestructible monsters.
That explains the horrible things I've seen.
But does she have the same walk cycle like Jill Valentine, where Jill Valentine's walk cycle, I think it was in 5, is her back is breaking, it breaks her spine.
She's the one at Umbrella responsible for unleashing the virus. I'm going to bring her down.
Yeah, Castle always blows, but it's peak. It still is peak. Even OG, not even Remake. 4 is just iconic. Cat demands hydration. Oh, whoa.
This is how we get to Annette.
Based on what you've said, the sewer seems fitting.
Well said. After you.
Gee,
Bonk.
thanks.
Yes. Oh, is that a shit wheelbarrow? Oh, look at that. It's so gross. It's so... Ugh. It's so sewery.
Can't imagine a real scientist being down
Are
here.
you looking respectfulist? Always, 100%. No, it's really funny to look at walk cycles in games and figure out if it's actually breaking someone's back or
Sewers are
not.
run by the city. How could they have a facility without the authorities knowing?
Welcome to corporate America.
Got 'em.
Umbrella's controlled Raccoon City for years.
Welcome to corporate America. Once again, Resident Evil is nothing but commentaries. It's commentary in video game form. It's great. I love it.
Jesus. That an earthquake?
Is that Jill and Tyrant? No, that's Jill and Nemesis up above, I think. That might be when Nemesis turns, I think. Like when he turns into his bigger form. That's the big boy.
Stay sharp. God only knows what's down here.
The shit lizard. I should probably save. I feel like I missed something up there. I don't know how I could miss something in a straightaway. Why did Umbrella start it? So it started as, I'm trying to remember, dude. There's so much I have to unpack there. Because it started with the progenitor virus. It started with, God, it wasn't Birkin. Spencer wanting immortality. Evolution, science for the sake of science. Progenitor virus evolving into the T virus, G virus. There's so much. There's so much. I can if you search up Resident Evil lore, there's a channel with a 2.5 hour thing of just everything, including the screenplays and stuff. Literally watch that. That is going to be the best explanation ever. It goes over the Terra Grigia incident, goes over some of the screenplays like The Irish Giant, goes over some of the movies such as Las Plagas 2.0 with the teacher and Ada showing up and trying to destabilize the country. Goes over how 4 fits into it, goes in between events of 4 and 5, how Revelations fits in. Initially meant to help humanity, right? I mean, yes and no. I think it really just comes down to science for the sake of science, and that's why when we react to say Wendigoon's video, right, on the Unit 731, that's why I was wondering, I'm how much of this is for all intents and purposes, like, you know, inspirational for other media like Dead Space or Resident Evil, right? As messed up as it is, you know, reality is truly stranger than fiction. Art is generally derivative of other things we have seen, right? It's very rarely ever a, yeah, that diamond key really didn't get used a whole heck of a lot. That's wild. Yeah, art being derivative, you know, few things ever truly being, like, original, so to speak, right? So, it's just interesting to kind of look at and kind of see, you know, where things are and, like, what inspired other things. It wouldn't surprise me, as messed up as it could be, don't get me wrong, if there was some sort of influence from, you know, Unit 731 and certain Resident Evil things. And Birkenstall T-virus from somebody. Well, so it was originally the progenitor virus, right? And that was what Resident Evil 5 was finding the flower on the stairway to the sun, right? And then that was where the progenitor virus came from. It came from that stupid flower. So 5 actually goes into the origins of, like, everything. Put the wood away. I mean, there's not exactly a, like, you know, there's not exactly something here. I would love to see a boundary break of that, actually. A boundary break of this if it just despawns or something. Yeah, I won't. There's not exactly windows to board up right now, so I just figured I'd just store it, save up some inventory space. Are those? What are those? I thought those were like beer kegs for a second. It's so hard, and the game has so many text boxes. Like, well, there's just so much to follow, right? And being said, like the screenplays and stuff, like as far as I'm aware, are canon, right? How many of you knew that they were actually like plays and stuff?
It's not too late to turn back, Leon.
No chance.
If your answer was, wait, there's actual plays? Like, yeah, there's a play about, like, effectively what? Like, Survivor. A bunch of people have been infected, and they're trapped in a mansion, and the winner gets to become the next tyrant, effectively.
Ugh.
Never plays. Exactly.
Sure this is the right way?
Very expansive universe.
Wait there.
That's gonna be a Hunter Gamma, I think, right? Yeah, these things are interesting.
Get out of there!
Because these are the lizards with arms, the hunters, right? Like these are the hunters from Resident Evil 1, right? But this is just this version of it.
Holy
I think it's got G-virus influenced. Never cared for 3 and 5. 3 is definitely a very divisive, especially the remake, is a very divisive entry for a lot of people. No, it's just a gator. Yeah, that looks like a gator. That doesn't look like a... That was the Dead Space 2, the Tormentor. That was what that was. That moment. Where it's on the ship and you gotta blow it up.
Chew on that, you overgrown son of a bitch.
I think that the explosion was smaller than it would have been. Some eccentric had a gator. It's a little chunky.
What the hell was?
Just get up here.
It do be drinking the poo-poo water. Umbrella had nothing to do with that. Yeah, I mean that's the accidental side effects and stuff, right? Like Umbrella was technically like
turned people into monsters, not reptiles.
Well, it's a virus. It's gonna affect anything.
I'm just impressed you made it in one piece.
Well, that's also technically not true. It's like how cordyceps, right? Cordyceps, the funny ant zombie thing, the ant zombie fungus. It's like how cordyceps doesn't infect humans in the same way because there's a species barrier there. So other disease vectors as well. Like there can be a species barrier for some of that stuff.
So let me get this straight. Umbrella sells monsters like that to who?
Oh, you're making a joke.
Our military? Somebody else's?
Militaries?
They don't sell the monsters. They sell the viruses that make them. And Annette is who makes the viruses. Scary as that alligator was, Annette is far more dangerous.
Each virus has either gotten stolen or released by some idiot. Well, what was it? Resident Evil 0, the whole leech thing, right? I mean, the infected leeches, they effectively cloned Marcus. In Marcus's dying moments, they entered Marcus and then kind of just like took on his being, so to speak. So the Marcus that we see in Zero isn't actually Marcus. The actual Marcus got game ended. It's also not able to survive our body temperature. Right. That being said, there's absolutely things that can happen where certain things can absolutely start crossing that species barrier. So a fear people have is if cordyceps can actually start crossing that barrier. And then, you know, Last of Us memes.
She's who we're looking for?
Not much time. Need to dispose of it.
We're here for the G-Virus.
That's not gonna happen.
Got him.
I'm warning you, Doctor.
Oh yeah?
What is she holding? What pistol?
Hey!
Stop!
Ow! He ate that hit.
You'll never get the G-Virus!
That's a bulkhead.
Didn't expect that from a scientist.
No, I expect that from a scientist.
Forget about me. Just go.
Someone was pre-existing, wasn't it? In what manner?
She gets away.
We're walking human-sized frogs. Right, yeah, but the gammas in 2 are a little different. And I think it's because of, one, environmental factors.
Pursuit of a net.
But 2, has to do with, sorry, environmental factors in G-Virus.
It must be in the nest.
7 and 8, they were, that's the Mega Mycete, so that's a little different. That's the connections, right, initially, from 7?
You can run a net, but you can't hide.
What gun do you have? What is your firearm? Room HC, what the fuck is this? What is this? A 5,000 pistol? What is this supposed to be invocative of? Like, I know the shape. It's not a Tokarev. What is this? What is this chambered in? I kind of like the little mag thing down there. Kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't know if I would ever own one of these. It looks interesting. Ada is Ada. I refuse to believe they can make non-lethal shots. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know which one this is. Like, that's interesting. Yeah, I've never... I don't know. Like, I've never... Like, I've seen it. I know the design. I don't know what it is. Wait a minute. It has something growing out of it. Yeah, so that's a G-Virus corpse. That's got to be a G-Virus. PPK-ish. Kind of, I guess. It's interesting. It's an interesting choice. EMF visualizer. Okay.
It's
We're just...
secret weapon time.
No. Okay, so you're supposed to see where it is, and then you hack the actual panel. Ada always has cool gadgets. Can we just get more, like, Ada Wong entries in the series? Like, please? Just throw more of these, because RE4 had segments like that. Like, 4 Remake, we got some cool, cool things from it. Why was something bursting out of it? It's got to be some sort of cancerous growth from the new virus. I was loud.
Candy from a baby.
Got him. Working for Wesker. I mean, that's kind of what we got in separate ways, right? Like, we could have a... Well, we can't really, because of how Resident Evil 4 Remake ended. We can't really have that, right? What are those roaches? Yeah, these are the same roaches in the morgue. So these have got to be infected by, yeah, those have got to be G-Virus, or, infected in some way, shape, or form. Probably, it could be the T-Virus, even. it's so weird they can go through walls. But this Ada's just a mercenary. She's not inherently tied to like Wesker or Umbrella or anything like that. Sure, like payment and goals. Not even goals, just payment aligned and stuff, right? The irony that the Regenerators are still probably more of the freakiest creatures ever. Inspection week 1, already put in a request last week, but we absolutely must have a replacement ID wristband ASAP. We gained access to certain areas, the main facility. In other words, me and my crew can't get the places in order to get our job done right now. We hear everyone asking, accusing us of slacking off. Cool. Gotta go find our Fire Festival wristband. Or this is the size gonna freak everyone out. Yeah, they're pretty big. Once again, Kip is very science-minded. Like I like understanding stuff. Like spiders, how they operate on hydraulics. Super cool, actually. That's why they curl up when they die. First time playing through this, if so, what had you wait this long? Mostly just I keep putting it off. Yeah, so this is actually my first time playing through this. Like I've watched several long-form YouTube videos on the entire history of Resident Evil. Like, I know what happens. I know about Burke and G-Var. Like, I know major plot points and stuff. But I've never actually played through this, or the original RE2 for that matter. Mostly it's just I do a lot of React content on YouTube, and it's effectively what I do to make money, because streaming isn't necessarily that large for me. So, just one of those things that, like, it's taken me a while to get to this point. Facehuggers? What about them? Off the mouth. Is it a Mauser? That's interesting. I mean, like, H.R. Geiger had some sussy inspiration. We'll put it that way when it comes to those things. Because there's got to be a Birkin fight coming up soon. There has to be. Like, we're about time for a Birkin fight. If what I understand is true. Yeah, I saw after. Most of my comfort zone has been like Resident Evil 5, well 4, going into 5. 6 was okay. 7, not a huge Outlast fan, so I wasn't a huge 7 fan. Yeah, I've never actually played 2, but I'm loving what it's done, and I can definitely see, as I've said throughout the stream, like I see the DNA of this creeping into things like 4. Brought weapons of video on it. Oh, interesting. When I get back to firearms content for Tacticip, I'll have to react to more forgotten weapons. I absolutely love his content. As you go to answer, you hit with 5 ads. I am so sorry. Yes, it is, in fact, my first time playing 2. I've watched a number of long-form videos, like the history of Resident Evils, multiple times. I started with 4, have played 4, completed 4, completed 5, completed 6, other than higher difficulties. 7, played through that. 8 Village and Village DLC, played through that. I haven't played the 7 DLCs, actually, now that I think about it. That's interesting to think about. But I've never played anything before 4, not in any official capacity. So, despite me knowing what happens, like we're in for, you know, like another Birkin fight soon, right? Get out of here. Despite me being in for another Birkin fight pretty soon, I don't know what to really expect from the game. It's been really interesting to see how they've implemented some of these things. Wow, I am just fucking hashtag winning right now. I want to play escape rooms. I'm awful at them. I've gone to a couple IRL escape rooms, and I'm awful at them. I am not good. I really miss the knife. The knife from RE4 was such a quality of life. Helps if I actually hit my fucking shots. Yeah, I'm out. That's gonna be a problem. Like, RE7 DLC then? I mean, Oh yeah, doesn't one of the DLCs take place in the first Panic Room, I think? I can't remember if that was a VHS and base game or not. No, mostly it's Chris hunting down Ethan, and the other one was, what was it, Jack's brother or something like that? Those are the two that I've been really wanting to dig into. Do a remake like this for RE1 and Veronica when I get sentimental view of tank controls. I can't stand them. That's why I wanted to do RE1 and RE0 this year, because I usually do a Dead Space stream every year, and I've been trying to do some more spooky stuff this year, because Spooktober. But God, every time I think about going through RE1 or RE0, even on Steam, I'm just like, it's gonna be super dated. Is that a bad thing? No, but it's definitely gonna be dated. Like, it's gonna be tank controls. It's going to be older style of, you know, cameras, angles, stuff like that. It's going to be wild. Shoot the extinguisher. I have no ammo, my guy. I mean, this is probably going to be a wipe, if I'm being completely honest. I have no way to actually fight these guys. Once again, why knife is actually OP. Can I reload from checkpoint? It's fine. It's dead anyways. I can restart that. So solving hidden things is a specialty. I don't know. I've been like... No, fuck off. I don't want to switch to assisted. Fuck you. Game said certified skill issue status. What the fuck? 6 was decent. People hate it. Played as Leon and Wesker's son, Jake. That's it. Chris's story... Chris and Piers had a really cool arc. I think Piers would have landed a lot better if they had the supplemental material for Piers, like if that was known. I think it was actually a screenplay that he was in, if I remember it correctly. Or one of like the live actions. So, I mean, so if they had that, I think his plot point would have landed a lot better. And I liked it. He was trying to pass the torch along to the next generation. But unfortunately, Chris Redfield just constantly is just in the thick of it.
Candy from a baby.
Yeah, I would love I don't know, because we have hints that they might be doing an RE5 remake, and I'd be super into it if they were. Like, I actually really love RE5 as a game, even if you look at it from a drop-in, drop-out co-op game kind of perspective, right? So it's just one of those things, like, I absolutely love it. So I would very much like a modern remake of it. That being said, I know IGN is going to have a fucking field day if that ever happens. Okay. Trying to maintain ammo. I mean, speedrunners must have this down to a science, if I'm, like honestly. Are you actually gonna follow me like an idiot? No, he's locked out! Door's stuck! Never mind. Spoke too soon. Nice. 2 new more IPs fans have been waiting on forever. I want more game companies to stop canceling shit. Can we start there? I would love them to stop canceling more and more shit. It's getting really annoying. It's kind of like how I make fun of Netflix for... I mean, the Netflix catalog at this point it's notorious for not what it's released, but things that it's canceled, right? Like a Zelda series, stuff like that. And it's like, that's not the goal. The goal is to release products. If you try to do a project and you fail, that's a failure. Like, that's a certified, like, management skill issue thing. The show is missed. I don't think they'd ever release another Beautiful Joe game. That is, however, depressing to think about because a lot of people love Beautiful Joe. The GameCube game was amazing from what I understand. I never played it. But I heard that it was absolutely amazing. RE5 graphics stuff can hold up today. I mean, well, Code Veronica and RE1 could definitely... Oh, no, absolutely. Code Veronica and RE1 and 0 even could use it 100% a touch-up. RE5, and I've said this before, things like Modern Warfare 2, OG, like 2009 Modern Warfare 2, right? Modern Warfare 2 Resident Evil 5, that is where video game graphics peaked. After that, we start getting into this hyper-realistic, you know, hyper-realism, not packed, not optimized, just hyper-realism garbage. And it just doesn't make sense to me. There's so much wasted wire. Yeah, yeah. What did I actually miss? Bro, I don't actually know where I'm going. It keeps leading me around. I do not have enough ammo to really scout that. Actually see where the fuck I'm going. Anything, I'm about to just lure them all that way. Take some ammo, good god. Want to give it a shot? I might. Like, there's so many things on my stream backlog. Like, that's why I'm trying to do this. Why I'm trying to push out more stuff on stream. Because I actually really love streaming. If I could make a living off just streaming, I'd do it. I do not have the ability to do that. YouTube and real specifically React content is still literally my job. I have not made it enough to not make it my job, if that makes sense. Know how to do Resident Evil, but not fix and bring other IPs back like Sega? No. I don't know, but like then again, it's more of an industry-wide issue thing, right? Gotta be there's gotta be another way of taking them out easier. There's gotta be. Because I'm actually cornered up here. Nope, and I'm out. Get out of here. I was trying to avoid that. And he's up again. Yeah, so I'm trying to charge the lift. I get that. It's just getting annoying at this point. Really? PS2, PS3, Xbox One, peak gaming, just not great graphics. And that'd be like, yeah, back when gaming used to be fun. Back when gaming used to, you know, be cool as fuck. Back when the experience mattered more than the graphics. Okay, I get to here and I get lost. I don't know where I'm going from here. Like, I lose it from here. Like, where am I going? What am I doing wrong? I think I'm missing a whole other side to this. Yeah, I am. Can you not? Most people don't see that. It's just really well hidden down here. Like, it's dark enough that it's easy to miss. It's also because you're kind of thrust halfway to the campaign with a new mechanic that doesn't function like the rest of the game does, right? It doesn't function off the logic of you have to have line of sight, which the rest of the game is, right? Like Mr. X has line of sight of you, right? Cool, should probably avoid it. Oh, I missed. If I had to give a, like, nitty-gritty, this is why I think this doesn't work in perspective on that. I think it's because it's just so contrary to things you've experienced throughout the game, which does also showcase, yeah, you know, it's literally Ada Wong. It's not Leon, first day on the job Kennedy. Whoa, hello. Good God. What happened there? Mr. X, maybe? Hey, there he is.
Persistent bastard, aren't you?
Big man on campus. What? Oh, right. Oh my god, really? I'm gonna get womboed. I'm gonna get wombo comboed. It's gonna happen. I mean, it's no different than the Ashley segment, right? Like from RE4, right? It's no different. I have to flashbang him on the way back in. Yeah, you have to intake so much information right off the bat. Is my complaint. It's fine, I'm dead. Could be wrong. I have no idea. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a low point. But I'm also just bad.
Always been good at running, Annette. I'll give you that. Persistent bastard, aren't you?
Oh, I hate the visuals going on in this area. Oh, I hate it. Okay, you're like right behind me. I need you to not be there. Really? Ugh. He is like right there. He's gonna crash down on me. He has to. There's no fucking way. She also hasn't shown her signature hook shot yet, which is interesting. Oh, he's gonna be able to get through. That's not the question. It's when he gets through, not if. I do like the little side objectives, especially because we have like the goats in Egg Village and like the Clockwork Castellans and RE4 Remake. I like it. I like having stuff like that as a bonus. The incinerator. I'm getting massive RE4 vibes now. There's definitely some of this DNA that made it into RE4. Wristband that's just arrived. We can finally begin to serve the demolition area. Report of the day about the incinerator is nothing really new. It's probably a large piece of leftover trash. Gonna take a look myself. Report. Gonna be a monster. Am I gonna have to actually corral him in there like Ouroboros style? Like RE5, like throw him in the mining smelter? Stomping around, bursting through the walls. I mean, he is very spooky. He's a very spooky dude. I wouldn't do it. You couldn't. Yeah, exactly. That's why you could not pay me enough for this. Clever.
Bravo. Gonna burn me alive now.
You'll never get your filthy hands on the G.
I'm not the only one after it. You realize that?
And you won't die alone.
I mean, already that would be excruciatingly hot. Like, you'd be sweating right off the bat. Okay. Okay, you have to do all 3 nodes. I'm already dead. Because it's like a 5-second scan regardless. That's fucked, dude. I literally got pitied out of that. I got pitied. I'll take the pity win. Wow. That was dumb.
Visitor clearance confirmed. Your ID is authorized until October 1st. Please return before this date.
Okay.
Not gonna happen.
This visual tear. I hate it. Every time I get into a game, I'm so pissed off because I get visual tearing in every single game. You guys can't see it, but it is tearing about the top like third of my screen. And it's like every time I go through this and I fix it, and then it pisses me off because every single game does it. I'm so sick of visual tearing. I literally don't understand it. Ah, that's bright.
Enough with this cat and mouse game.
The game is over. You lost.
Tell me, is your husband still alive? Or did you kill him so you could take credit for G?
Interesting theory.
You don't cooperate. I'll get a sample from the nest.
Over my dead body.
Stomp. Oh. Ow. Ooh. Ooh. I don't know if she has a way to... Leaving that in might actually be the best thing, though. Because if she pulls that out, there's going to be no way to stop that bleeding. Well, visual tearing happens when the game is running at, like, a different frame rate or different settings than your monitor is, but I should never be running above 1080-60, so that's what's throwing me off.
Ada?
Also, her VSync is for dated technology, too. Like, modern games don't usually use VSync. Well, never mind. I think it's lower-end systems that utilize VSync to a certain specification, or to a certain end.
Ada? Where are you?
Are we gonna backtrack through her segment, or how are we gonna do this? No, we're not gonna go through this. Okay. Oh, the rebar. I there was a steel rod of some variety, some capacity. Locked door. Yeah, I mean, obviously, infection is going to be a big concern with that. Infection is going to be a big concern, but then again, if you have nothing to stop the bleeding, right, removing that could be more detrimental than not. Yeah, no, she's wearing heels. Classic femme fatale. God, this would reek. Like, actually, ugh. Ew.
That's a pleasant smell.
We're gonna have hunters popping out here in a second. But why did they get, like, the sewage to-go boxes and stuff? Why did they get that going super well? Okay, yeah, this is the other one. This is the twisty-turny people were talking about. My nose is just burning right now, thinking about this. Yes, no. Excuse me. Ada is peak femme fatale, and I adore her for it. Like, it always boggles me when people are just like, oh yeah, there's no strong, independent female characters in gaming. It's like, bitch, did we play the same games? Like, what? Lara Croft? Like, anyone? I mean, the ankle strength alone to wear heels. Let's talk about that for a second. So that one stopped there. It's a lot of garbage. Makes me wonder, Samus, right? Bro, who talks about fucking Samus anymore? Right? Oh, hey, that's, not H.U.N.K. That's one of H.U.N.K's, units, right? Or one of the unit from, trying to catch Birkin or capture Birkin. Digital video cassette. Oh my god. There's gonna be people who have no idea what the fuck this is. There are people in modernity who will, like, look at this and be like, what the fuck is that? Is that some sort of hard drive? Oh my god. Don't play games is why they never heard of them. I guess fair. How am I today? Going pretty well, John K. How's it going? It was only a couple of years ago. Well, are we still gonna get Metroid Prime 4, or did Nintendo shit can that? Like, I remember we saw a fucking trailer for it, right? About the time I think Breath of the Wild trailers were going on, but we never got a Metroid Prime 4, right? So I'm kind of just like, did Nintendo shit can that? Coming out next year? Is it actually coming out? I have no idea. Seems like we will. I mean, I'm about time. I don't know. I've been making fun of Todd for the past year because of, I've been making fun of Todd so much this year. Like, I feel like at a certain point it becomes actual genuine, like, bullying. I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, Todd. It's been like how many years since Elder Scrolls 6's trailer? Like 6 years now. I do think that people, like, I don't know. It's odd. It's odd to think about. Like, people are so vehemently just against, like, oh, well, what is it? Ghosts of, not Ghosts of Sheep, whatever the new Ghost game, right, is, right? Is it a Ghost? Yeah. It's Ghosts of Yai whatever, right? Yotei or whatever. Like, people are already criticizing it because, well, female protagonist, blah, and it's like, I don't know. People care about such weird fucking things. Yeah, Ghosts of Yotei. Like, how about wait to see how the game is fucking written, rather than just writing it off inherently as part of, like, this, like, oh, well, this is just some garbo. Please tell me it crushes him. Nah. Yotei. Well, I needed to see the spelling. Thank you. Well, that's a plug socket. Because that door is also locked. Leon's is so much more powerful. Yeah, I don't really get that. There should be a to the right? There's to the right. Yeah, wait for the viewer to make decisions, right? Exactly. Like, I don't know. I'm also just not with the majority of people where, like, Tears of the Kingdom comes out or new it's like, oh, well, I need to follow the new news. I don't listen to I don't watch spoilers. I don't even watch trailers anymore. Especially because people just data mine shit. It's just like, I don't care. I want to play the game. I don't want to know literally how the game ends. Like, that was the biggest, like, fuck you to me, is that, like, the day that Tears of the Kingdom launched, there was already, like, a full 4K, I think it was 1080, actually. There was, like, a full 1080p, video of all the cutscenes in the games already up, like, 4 hours after it released in the US. And I'm just like, I can't do it. Play Resident Evil series this month is Halloween. That's why I'm doing it. It's Spooktober. I'm definitely missing something here. Or I just have to do this. Oh, that got in his mouth. Oh. Oh, that'd be fucked, dude. I wonder if sewers actually look like this, or if this is just a really bad sewer. That's a hunter. Yep. It was actually sitting back there, so it's not like it just popped in. Like, it was actually just sitting there. It's an older sewer. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. This female protagonist in the game is dumb argument. Oh yeah, Claire Redfield, Valentine, Ripley, Clementine, all females. It's just, as it turns out, just write a good story, write a compelling narrative, be a cool game, be a fun game. Rats. That's all you need, right? I hate that. I hate everything about this scene. Ow. Yeah, suck on that grenade. Dude, the amount of disease in that, though, would be fucking unreal. Really? Okay, he's on the other side. Does he have a ranged attack he's trying to hit me with? Oh, wait a minute. Ooh, I don't like that. Nope, I don't want... Oh, nope. Get me away from that. Get me away from that. I don't know what that is, but I don't want anything to do with that. Oh, they're little tiny ones. Interesting. Dead Space 1, 2 in the remake, but all the lights off and the volume on decent sound. Oh, hell yeah.
Shit.
That still hit me. Classic G-Virus. It had the, I'm used to looting enemies when I kill them. It's throwing me off now that I don't have to. Those tadpoles, ugh. No, that is classic G-Virus. No, someone was, I think it was Roanoke was pointing out, your heart rate gets elevated when it voms on you, because it actually voms on you and tries to, like, get its vomit in your mouth. It's actually quite brutal.
Cable car. Interesting.
I don't think that's OSHA compliant. We're not we can't be halfway through the campaign already. I think that's the car that Birkin actually shows up on. Because we've only had one Birkin encounter already. We haven't... I don't know. It's interesting. Emos Umbrella HQ, Director Owens. Alarms going off all over Nest. I don't know what's going on, but I can hear gunfire. I can't reach my section chief. We're trapped. Please send help ASAP. Situation is dire. Nest has been contaminated with the virus. It's unbelievable. The failsafe system didn't activate at all. Is this the work of outsiders? I can't imagine who else it could be, but why? Mayor and Kim are dead. I can't stop coughing. Why won't you answer me? You. It was you all up. Got him. Keep those on my haters. Yes, nice. All right, recently getting back to that time of sort of gaming renaissance, as it were. I think a lot of gaming companies are just kind of like, yeah, let's just actually make a product. And maybe some investors are even like, okay, tell you what, we're going to let you make your product, where we will pay you to make it, just deliver a quality product. Grats would be awesome.
I don't like the sound of that. Come on. Ada. I'm coming, Ada.
Cassette. That was an open wound. Yes. Yes, he did.
Oh, please, stop. Stop. No, no, no. How are you freak? No hurt him.
Rats! Rats!
The virus. I'll bet those rats spread it.
Sewer company pamphlet. Greetings from your CEO. Thank you for your kind interest in Knight's construction company over the past 20 years. We have the honor to work on the sewer system, some of our country's greatest cities. We'll never lose sight of the two core principles of playfulness and superior industrial design. Playfulness and sewage does not actually does not mesh well in my head. KCC believe that we, just because our world is different doesn't mean our designs have to be subpar, more refined than a queen, more polished than a knight, more pleasant upon, our work is to bring great victory to everyone involved. We all, in the field someday, nice CEO, World Chess Alliance, honorary member, Raccoon Chess Club honorary member, Fisher Chess Lovers Guild, Army Fisher. I don't think I've actually ever heard of that guy. I'm curious what some of his additional background lore is. Great concept for a handful of IPs, including Vampire the Masquerade. Nice. Yeah, getting involved in the whole the actual whole like creative writing process is it's why a lot of people want to get in gaming. But then you have people like me who did games testing, and it kind of just kills gaming. Like at least kills like AAA gaming. Have a good stream. Yeah, no, it's good to see you. I wanted to try to see how far I could get before I was going to swap. I wanted to swap over to Elite because I want to get some Thargoid combat. I want some AX done tonight. Okay. That makes sense. Rook and Knight are on the same wall. Bishop, Queen aren't next to each other. The Queen and Rook opposite each other too. Yeah, so you have to do process elimination. Unlocking the U area door. Last thing that tells you how to unlock the door that you had during my last mad dash of transfer. I know you have to stick one plug in each terminal. Anyone remembers the plug goes where? Please be a pal. Sure, by posting this on the board. Yeah, you need the other fuses. Okay, so we have one fuse, two fuse. We need a fourth fuse, right? Because we only have three. Rook and Knight, Bishop, Queen. Bishop, Queen. So yeah, we need to find the missing pieces then. My inventory is full. I also need to unlock a special weapon. There's a special weapon down here? Fuck. Yeah, that can be a pawn. That's fine. So we'll put the ones where we know we need to do it. The Rook and Knight. Bishop and the Queen are not next to each other. Queen and Rook are... Oh my god, I had to do this for Shadowbringers. So what piece do I have in my inventory? So that's a bishop. Rook and knight next to each other on the same wall. Bishop, queen, heart next to each other. So it's going to be one of these slots then. I don't know what slot it's going to be specifically. We'll just throw that there, I guess, for now. Just want to have fun. You guys are popular and good because they're made with passion. Yeah. No. Well, especially because crunch culture does kill games. Like, I will... My opinion on a game or a product in general shifts as soon as I know that crunch culture was used in the making of it. I cannot stand crunch culture. Because too many people use it as a, well, we need to use this. It's like, no, like, just pay your fucking people. Not included my own already ones. I'm going to go out and score for it. Outsource for, want to bring back real creative passion. And honestly, that's a really good goal. Like, a lot of people want good, creative, passionate projects. Like, they really do. Just be careful with anything that can relate to 40K in any capacity, right? Even if you have legally distinct miniatures game where you're like, oh yeah, 3D print stuff, right? Because remember, Games Workshop has, in the past, that's why I haven't reacted to Emperor's text-to-speech, because they cease and desisted that. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't really want to risk it.
ID wristband required for cable car entry.
Oh, you're going pretty well. How about you? I just gotta lock in and keep an AB average. Honestly, yeah. Like, I mean, go for it. Shoot for the moon. Especially if you set up that work now, right? You set up the, you know, AB average now. It just helps down the line. I still miss saves. Back there, too. Jesus. So much fucking ammo. No. Creativity suffering this day and age? Yes. Yes, it is. So that unlocks a shortcut. The code is on the safe. Thank you. Surprised he actually didn't reanimate on me. Backseat driving. No, you're good. If it's something as simple like that, that's it's all good. Like, I was 100% something that I missed, and it's like right there, so I don't have to backtrack like an hour later. That was a valid backseat. I appreciate that. Dick. Need to go down this way, fuck. Oh, I like that they didn't make you backtrack the entirety of this. Like, they make you backtrack certain things, right? Oh, dear God. God, I hate those things. And right, I'll still back to first chapter. I mean, honestly, first draft is still better than nothing, in all fairness. Up to 8 now, it's fucking hot. You know, if I don't have to fight him, I don't really want to. he's gonna pop up on me. Oh, thank God. That was a really good pip pouch. Workroom's done. Green is not a creative color. It is a pizzeria color. That's a locked door. We're gonna see where this goes. Cool, that was the other handle slot I was missing. There's gonna be a hunter here. I think there's gotta be. No, there's a zombie there. There's a fuck ton of them here. If their movement is already hampered, they would definitely be more hampered with this. Screeching noises. Ugh. I don't think they despawn. I mean, it's a trick in Dead Space where you can get things to certain things to despawn. But that was specifically the original Dead Space and Dead Space 2, I think. I think the remake actually fixed that. Put the label on it. Well, there's gonna be a fucking hunter down there. There's gotta be, dude. Somehow missed Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's been so long. I don't remember. It sounds familiar, but it has literally been so long. Okay, so down there to the left is Gucci. Okay. I have two spots, I think. Said it was on the safe? Oh, yeah, left 2, right 12. Thank you. Left 2, right 12, left 8. Oops. Left 2. 12. I like that you don't have to do a double spin to reset it. Wait. Two. 12. There we go. Stock. That in a second. I'm a slave working right all day. Yeah, no, go for it. If you need to get some sleep. Don't despawn in the remake. They go back into the vents into their way or hunt you down in the next room. Right, yeah, that's why the remake threw me off. Original Dead Space, you could actually... I like original Dead Space because it's those quirks like that. Like, you can get shit to despawn that I unironically just really enjoy. Oh, let's throw you away. Throw you away. Any high-grade gunpowder? Yes, I do. So what part is this? It's a rook. Rook and knight are on the same wall. So that means I'm still missing the queen plug. It makes more sense just going with the object permanence of the goldfish. They're gonna hunt you down. I like it. I still have to do impossible. Like, I tried doing it, and I just, man, they were beating my fucking ass. Like, remake Dead Space is just a different experience overall, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Just understanding that it is a different experience. Cool. Want enemies to stop spawning after being killed X number of times. Unless you have the specific Get Good Covenant on, right? Covenant of Champions or whatever, that completely nullified that. Maybe a hunter down here. There's gotta be. Like, what are these walls of shit? It's honestly really wild to think about. Oh yeah, these things. Yeah.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, because they embed a parasite in you, and then they just burst out of your stomach. Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh no, I'm on the shit wall.
This is getting worse.
That reeks like a boss fight. There's going to be something down there. Exit the main menu, reload your save. Save me one time. I mean, save scumming, it works. Like, I mean, at a certain point, you don't need to be like, get good status. Just clearing it gets you the foam finger. It's right there.
God damn it.
I agree, Leon. God damn it. No, these aren't hunters. What are these in lore? I don't think... No, hunters are different. What are these? I don't actually remember these guys' name. I know Roanoke went over them. So gross. Kind of reminds me of Moreau from Village. A little bit. You can see their face. Yeah. Yes, it is an eye. That is classic. That's why I say classic G-Virus. G-Virus likes to give things extra eyes. For some reason, they like pulling from the genetics there. There's not a third one down here. There's gonna be a third one down here. All right. Heresy. I gotta use the Magnum. I literally had to. I'm out of shotty. I'm out of handgun. Well, I'm almost out of handgun. That was actually a problem. I'm so used to going to enemies for loot drops. It's kind of throwing me off. Like it's so foreign. It's so different to not have enemies drop loot. I missed something in here. I don't know what the fuck I missed. Assuming it's fucking ammo. Can I be more emphasized? Yes. I literally expended 50 AE to save ammo. Because technically I used 3 valuable shots, but I saved myself from potentially soft-locking myself a couple rooms ahead. Oh, speaking of. There, I broke even. Yeah, I broke even. Died suddenly, right? No, I consider that a win. I'm still out of shotgun. If given the opportunity, I will just spam shotguns. Drops IRL, right? Sassy ass looking fucking raccoon. However, I am gonna be, if this is the Birkin fight here, I am gonna be in trouble. Need to keep, there's the queen piece. I don't have an ETA for when this is going to be on the VOD channel, by the way. This is one of those that, like, it will be up when I can physically actually get it up on the channel. So, if you miss some of this, it will be up when I eventually can get it up on the channel. Am I gonna brick myself? See if I can actually get lost in it's like the portal achievement, right? The one portal achievement. Ooh, what the fuck is that? I want whatever that is. The portal achievement to actually like brick the actual puzzle. Yeah, I saw that. What was it?
Jesus.
Oh my god, it's a Reddit user. Oh, there's 2 queen pieces. I was curious about that. Both locations and number of saves on to increase tension. There's games that do that. It's hit or miss if it works or not. Wait, what? Did I not take it? Or did not? Yeah, you needed in Resident Evil 1, you needed an ink ribbon to save. You needed a physical item to make a save. People will like it, but it will limit who your game gets exposed to. Sure. Why not Flammenwerfer? Sure. Not gonna say no. Yeah, you only had X amount of saves per game, right? Because you're out of the item, you physically cannot save. I think you could limit it reasonably. I think you could limit it. However, you run into the situation where you would have to be able to grind it out. You'd have to be able to grind out that resource in a reasonable manner. King. unlimited. I still have to play Alien Isolation. I hear it does a very good job on a lot of things. Yep, and then we take that. How did I miss the red herb here? Very much like to get that. Did I actually miss it? Okay, at least they designed this to be brick-proof, at least so far. Where is this stupid thing? The other side of that room. I'm so lost. Unless it's up top. Might be up top. Oh, it's literally like that high up. I couldn't even see that. Okay, cool. So we got all the plugs. We got all the spark plugs for the 95 Honda Civic. OG Alien movie. I think, like, that's the thing, is, like, that's literally what the franchise it was meant for, right? Like, that's literally what the franchise is known for. Like, you can have, like, balls to the wall Aliens, the second movie. You can absolutely do that. But, like, I don't know, just play to your strengths, right? You don't have to be this quasi, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't have to do everything. You don't have to be the next Fortnite. I really do not want to fight you, if I can avoid it. You know, if I can stand here, how did he burrow underneath? That's my question. That's not how that works, Captain. I think you broke physics there. 'Cause if you sinkholed in there, if you sinkholed through concrete, I would have fallen through concrete. Alright, I forgot about you guys. Shit. Don't worry, I just clipped through them. Standard kip strat. He literally just pancakes himself, just like Thargoids. Dude, I don't know what they updated. When they updated Elite Dangerous this week, I had Thargoids pancaking in front of me. Like, you know, starfish alien ships. But, like, they would stop and I would ram into them. Like, they would just, like, stop and stare at me. And, like, I'm fine if I want to ram into something, right? Like, that's a little different. When it rams into me, I'm just like, okay, but, like, did your self-preservation just go out the window, my guy? Like, what happened here? Who hurt you? Do we need to talk about this? I don't know how to unlock that. Use a heavy flame. Oh, we'll have an opportunity to soon enough. I'm trying to conserve ammo for it. How do I get back here? The sewer is getting a little confusing for me. So if I go left and up here... Cool, I think I go left. Because they made scenario where Marines run on, which is impressive. I just want to say, like, I mean, consistently, it's been Marines that have to deal with a bunch of the aliens and shit. All I'm gonna say... Shit. Okay, I can't go through there. Rebel XWVT. Hi, Raiders. How's it going? Thanks for the raid. What is up? Welcome to Spelunking in the Sewer, Kip Edition. Resident Evil 2. It's been interesting so far. I'm honestly really enjoying it. This is one of those, once I have enough runs under my belt, once I understand the pathing. I mean, this is a game I could play ad infinitum. 100%. Okay, so... Rook and knight, same wall. Bishop and queen are not next to each other. The queen and rook are opposite. So queen, rook, opposite. So the rook cannot be there. God, what do they define as rook again? Rook is... I always get rook thrown off. Rook is horse, right? Knight? No. What is rook? Yeah, I get knight. Rook is castle, thank you. So the castle and knight are on the same wall. Bishop and queen. So the queen and castle. So castle and knight need to be same wall. So castle's going to be over here. Oh god, spatial awareness. Castle, knight, same wall. Bishop, queen are not next to each other. Queen and rook are opposite. This might be queen. I'm assuming the flamethrower was a special weapon. Wow, I actually got that first try. Wow. Okay, sure.
Okay.
Not gonna say no.
Almost there, Ada.
Not gonna say no. So I'm assuming that's all I needed those for. Unless there's something in the room. And this is like Dead Space 2's server room, where you do them in a specific order and you take the server back to find Peng. I don't think that's gonna be the case though. Door locked. Not a bad weapon. Flamethrower just works. Yeah, so there's still something in that room up there. So why, though? What am I missing in this room? There's nothing there. Well, I mean, would build 40k Tyranids. Bug. Oh, there's nothing in this room. Not yet. Plug socket. There's got to be a secret I'm missing then. There's got to be another sequence. Sure, I have all of them identified first. Chat, metagame knowledge. Is there something I'm missing with these plugs? Or is this japes? Because I'll spend another 15 minutes on this if there's something here. Alright, Mr. Viewbot, how you doing? That actually not, come on, OBS, ban him. There we go. What are the clues again? We've already figured out the main one. What I'm trying to figure out is because these still haven't gone away, and this says there's still something in this room. So it's throwing me off. Because this room should be, for all intents and purposes, completed. And I really shouldn't need to use the key items anymore. So that's what's throwing me off here. Because the treatment room is done. Room down here is done. And that'll lead to the next area where Ada is. I guess we'll go to the main power room and we'll see. Maybe I have to go to like the main power room. Maybe I have to bring all those over there. It could be. The most information. Just odd that they're still there. And I don't know. I'm calling back to Dead Space 2 Peng. Literally just move the fuses. Hi, how's it going? Okay, let's see. There we go. So that's on. Bro, I literally just got done with you about Twitch, please. I need you to come up a little bit, Twitch. Come on now. Oh, it's going pretty well, this stream. It's been really fun. Really fun to dive into RE2. Yeah, see, now this room's done. But it still says plug socket. Hi, Birkin. How you doing? How do I get out of that? I'm supposed to figure something out. Not really any feedback here. There's my feedback. That's why I got these. If anything, that's more fucking monster than Birkin at this point. It's perfect, honestly. I love it. It's the perfect weapon, truly. It's so efficient. It works. It just works.
Now I got you.
Nice. Bye. Happens with increased muscle mass. You're just too thick. You're just too heavy. Now there are two of them.
Let's hope that's the last of them.
Cool. That was a thing. I liked it. Didn't quite understand the whole crane bit, but I mean, honestly, like, I definitely feel like I should have missed. But they probably made it, you know, so people can actually, you know, do the fight. Flamethrower was indispensable, though. Flamethrower was actually dumb as fuck. Nope, there's still shit that I gotta do. Fuck. Mm-hmm. Once again, there's something up with these plugs. I don't know what it is. We're currently... Where are we at? We just killed Birkin for the second time. So, we've left the police station, we've left the underground park, and now we're in, underground sanitation facility. We're in sewer.
Come on. Ada! Ada, where are you?
Why do I look like a Fallout protagonist?
Ada.
A fucking Vault-Tec jumpsuit, motherfucker.
I can't get it out.
I don't know if I should,
Just do it. I can't walk like this.
Dude, actually.
Hey, it's gonna hurt.
Ow.
Hold on.
I can do it myself.
Just relax, okay? So, what do we do now?
Get yourself out of here. While you still can.
I'm not just gonna leave you. Not like this.
You don't understand. The situation's worse than I thought.
You're not getting rid of me that easy. You protected me. Now it's my turn.
Didn't realize we were keeping score.
Grab my shoulder.
Don't push it, rookie.
Okay. Down now.
Awful.
Watch your step.
The fact that she can walk after that, too, is wild.
You wanna help? We have to get to the nest.
Nest?
Umbrella's lab, right beneath us. Net let it slip. That's where the virus samples are. You up for this?
Think I could fit it in my schedule.
Come on. We got work to do.
Yes, ma'am.
Cool story, bro.
The cable car will take us down to Nest. My wristband's our ticket to ride.
Nice.
One that way.
Where'd you get that?
Nice.
Borrowed it. Anyway, we're almost there.
She's got to have something, right? Like, there's got to be, like, why? Why are these still accessible? Look that she's kind of just sliding as she walks. I'm noticing, like, her footsteps aren't actually
Damn leg.
solid.
Let me carry you.
No, that'd only make me feel worse. How's the shoulder?
Worse than it looks.
What a pair. Both got one foot in the grave.
I'm sure I'll figure it out later. Shoulder heat balance, right? No, she's incredibly stubborn. I love her as a character. Look at the size of that laptop. Regenerative path, yeah. Like, it makes sense why. Like, the reasoning why, right? It makes sense. Just one of those, like, it's funny to look at.
This may be a one-way ride, so be prepared, Leon.
This tram is bound for Nest. Do not exit until the final destination.
You know what I was thinking? I can't wait for the FBI to raid Umbrella headquarters and take those bastards to justice.
I agree, but to be clear, you're not working in official capacity. This is a federal case. Once we get the G-Virus, I'm back on my own. Hey, Leon, trust me?
You trust me?
Honestly, if I didn't, you'd probably be dead.
Right.
I thought I might need your help, and I was right. If you can secure the G-Virus, I can make sure what happened in Raccoon City never happens again.
Ada, you say it yourself. It's a federal case. I don't
Leon,
have the authority.
Look at me. I'm a liability now. If I'm gonna finish this case, you're the last hope I've got.
I'm not just gonna leave you here. What if you're attacked? What if you need help?
Awful. Awful. It's effective. I hate that it works, but it works. Oh, Leon.
Don't worry about me. I gotta see this through. And I want to see you again. I got plenty to live for. Trust me.
Now, arriving at Nest.
Go. Please, we don't have much time. You're gonna need this.
Okay.
Leon. Counting on you.
I know.
I love it. It's so juicy. But it's also because I have knowledge of what happens, like, after the game. Sorry, I already know, like, what happens. Cool. We're gonna get to the next save point, and I think that is going to do it for tonight for Resident Evil. Because, oh boy, like, there's a lot that's happened, honestly, and I still want to... Like, I still want to continue. Absolutely. I don't know. I think I might have progressed too far at this point, which is unfortunate if so. But, I mean, there's not much I can really do about it. I want to have this, you know, have some time to sit for a little bit. I'm actually really thoroughly enjoying this, so I don't want to, you know, burn through it all in one go if I don't have to. And we still have, you know, like, Claire's story to do as well, and then H.U.N.K. Because, you know, H.U.N.K. story. It's so good. I love it. It's also really cool to see, like Umbrella in their prime, like Resident Evil, just Umbrella. Because I'm so used to playing after 4 and after the fall of Umbrella that all of these events have, like, kind of already, like, resolved themselves for the most part.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
We got what? A double bulkhead? Triple bulkhead?
Until the doors are fully open.
Triple bulkhead, yeah.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open.
Saw
Welcome
his head
to
clip.
Nest. Enjoy your visit.
Okay. I wonder where the G-Virus is.
Nap room log. Age. Huh. Huh. Wayne just never left. Nice. Classic. God, I've needed shotgun ammo for a bit. I'm out of South Carolina. Nice. Cool. Pizza! That pineapple on those pizza? That pineapple? I'm actually craving pineapple pizza, actually. I could go for good Hawaiian right now. It's been a while.
Authorized staff only beyond on this point.
Really? No typewriter off the bat. Interesting.
Guests must refrain from entering.
There it is. Cool. We will pick this up at a next possible juncture on stream. So thank you all for watching.